Hello friends, welcome to Prismatics online class. In this class, we are treating questions on completing square method. Example, case 1, where A equal to 1. From that equation that says that ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. The coefficient must be equal to 1. Look at it. Coefficient of this is 1. Coefficient of this is 1. Coefficient of this is 1. I'm going to solve A and you solve the others. Thank you. So, but condition here is that we are going to use what? Completing square method. Solution. Solution A. Now, the question given is that we should use completing square method to solve x squared minus 7x plus 10 equal to 0. How do we solve this? First step of solving completing square method says shift the constant to the right hand side. And what is constant? Plus 10. Always be careful with the binary operation, plus or minus. Now you need to shift this constant to the right hand side. And when you are shifting the positive number to negative to cross the sign of the equality, it will turn to what? Positive. So what do we have? We have that x squared minus 7x is equal to, this plus we cross to be what? Minus 10. Now, what do we do again? The second step say divide through by the coefficient of x squared. But the coefficient of x squared here is what? 1. So if you say x squared divided by 1, remaineth x squared. Minus 7x divided by 1, remaineth what? Minus what? X squared. Minus 7x. So minus 10 divided by 1, the same thing. So and that is the second, the step 2 say divide through by what? Coefficient of x squared, which is 1, minus 7x divided by 1 equal to minus 10 divided by 1. And when you will divide it, it still give you back x squared minus 7x minus 10. Okay, let's go. Now, step 3. Step 3 says factor out the coefficient of x. And the coefficient of x here is minus 7, not plus 7, not 7, but what? Minus 7. Be careful here whether the binary operation here is minus or plus. If it is plus, you know that your answer is 7. But if it is minus, you write it minus 7. They say factor it out or bring it out. I have done that. So, and another statement say multiply it by 1 over 2. Multiply by 1 over 2. And another statement is square the result. Square it. This is like over 1. Minus 7 times 1 will give us minus 7. 1 times 2 will give us what? 2. All square. The question says square. So all square. This is the product. Now step 3 says, final statement say, and add the result to the both side of the equation. This is the result. After bringing out the coefficient of s, multiplying it by 1 over 2, square it, and add the result to the both side of the equation. So we have that x squared minus 7x plus, add means 4, plus minus 7 over 2 all square is equal to what? Is equal to minus 10 plus what? Minus 7 over what? 2 all square. Okay, now the step 4 says collect the perfect square of the left hand side. This is the perfect square. All this one that contains squares are called what? The perfect square. Collect them together, bring them together. Now I have x here. I have minus 7 over 2. I'll have it as what? X minus 7 over 2 all square is equal to minus 10 plus, you expand the square, expand it, meaning minus 7 over 2 multiplied by minus 7 over 2. Okay, so what do we have? We have that x minus 7 over 2 all square is equal to minus 10 plus 7 times minus 7 will give us 49 over 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. And this is like over 1. Now, next step is what? Find the LCM of what? The what? The denominator. That is, the LCM is what? 1 times 4, which is 4. 4 divided by 1 will give us what? Will give us 4. 4 times minus 10 will give us minus 40. Okay? 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 plus 1 times 49 will give us what? 49. We have that x minus 7 over 2 all square is equal to this. Now, how do we do this? Minus 40 plus 49 is the same thing as saying 49 minus 40. So we have that x minus 7 over 2 is equal to what? You owe somebody 40 naira and you have 49 naira. When you pay, you still have 9 naira. We have 9 over what? 4. Okay. Our problem now is we need to remove this square. We need to remove this what? Square. We need to remove this square. So finally, we say square root the both side in order to what? In order to remove this square. That is square root of x minus 7 over 2 all square is equal to plus or minus. Remember that it's what? Quadratic equation. It must come with plus or minus. So, and that is 10. Okay. Finally, we are going to complete it here. Finally, we have it that this square root will cancel this square. We are left with what? X minus 7 over 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 4 is 2. So 2. Last step. Make s the subject of the formula. X is equal to this minus 7 over 2 will cross the sign of equality to become what? 7 over 2 plus what? Plus or minus 3 over 2. Now 7 over 2 plus or minus 3 over this thing. So now let's continue. So we have that x is equal to 7 over 2 plus 3 over 2, or x is equal to 7 over 2 minus 3 over 2. So finally we have this x is equal to 7 plus 3 over 2, or 7 minus 3 over 2. X is equal to 10 over 2, or 4 over 2. S is equal to, this will cancel, this will cancel. S is equal to 5 or 2. Hence, x equals to 5, comma, s equals to 2. Finally, that is your answer. After cancel the square root here, you get the square root of 9, you get this in, you substitute it. Now you make s the subject of the formula. Finally, you have that x is equal to 2 and s is equal to 5. That is the end of the solution, and that is how to solve using completing square method when a is equal to what? 1. Please try B and what and C and tell me your answer. Thank you. God bless you. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Prismatis Online Class. Bye bye.